Okay, so this is a box that's brand new. It's from the Scholastic company, and it's called OK Ready, and their whole shtick is kindergarten readiness and preparedness for preschoolers and pre-K, the pre-K audience. So again, I'm thinking about my 4-year-old when I subscribed to this box. This is the first box I've received from Scholastic, from the OK Ready. I do not know what's inside it. I'm going to open it for the first time and then kind of talk just a little bit about my reactions. So hopefully that's helpful. This is how it came. It's about an inch thick. Looks like maybe 12-ish by like 9-ish, something along those lines. Not particularly thick. It is actually heavier than I would have expected it to be, not knowing very much about what is inside it. So let me just kind of crack this open. This is going to be annoying for all of you who carry knives with you. You're going to be like, why don't we just use a knife? But, okay. All right, so let's check it out, see what. I'm like vaguely annoyed that this is difficult to open. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, there we go. Cute. All right. Well, this is adorable. So let's see. We ordered this for Carter. So we've got this book belongs to Carter stickers in here. That's adorable. So it says, let's see, place these milestone stickers on your OK Ready roadmap once you've read the book. Okay, is that in here maybe? Let's find out. OK Ready playbook. Learn about making your OK Ready experience the perfect one for you and your child. How your OK Ready selected books can help your child build school readiness, what you can do to support your child's early literacy, feelings, friendships, and life skills. That's good to know. So one thing I like about this, what it's saying already, is we're focused on early literacy and social emotional skills, right? Early literacy, feelings and friendships, and life skills. Maybe some independence. So that just is priming me a little bit. Okay, I'm not expecting math. I'm expecting literacy and social emotional. Think of this first box as a skill sampler. Interestingly, that is the first line I read, despite all of this. This feels like a lot of text. This is a lot for me to sit down and read. Our learning approach, I don't particularly care. Learning areas, literacy, math, life skills, feelings and friendships, physical development and wellness, fine and gross motor skills to support physical development and wellness. So just so you know, again, like mind of a parent, I don't really care about physical development and wellness from a box like this. That's not what I'm expecting. I enroll my kid in sports for physical development and wellness. They go to swimming lessons and soccer practice and things like that. Let's see. Great. This month's skills: kindness and helping others, patience, rhyming. My 4-year-old already knows how to rhyme or what rhyming is, but that's maybe just him. Bite-sized activities, feelings, charades. Behind this month's picks. If kids ran the world. Bite-sized. So again, like this feels like too much. I don't really want all of this context. I don't love the design, the layout of this. I feel like this is a lot that I have to sort of decipher. Feelings charades, take turns acting out different feelings. Other person guesses the emotion, and then you can talk about times when you felt that way. Giving back, host a small lemonade stand, bracelet sale, bake sale, or other for charity. You'll build your child's empathy and compassion by going through the process of planning and donating the money to a special cause. That would be a lot of work, although it really does, I believe you when you say that that would help my child. Feelings charades sounds kind of fun, although I don't know if it would capture Carter's attention. Like he is much more interested maybe in something that's more realistic. Oh, I see. So are these aligned with the books then? So we've got, okay, behind this month's pick, if kids ran the world, bite-sized activities, the very impatient caterpillar, bite-sized activities, rhyming, giraffes can't dance, bite-sized insights. So maybe those are, yes, that would make sense, right? This is aligned to book 1 and book 2 and book 3. So is this my, are these the activities that I'm doing to like enhance the book? So I'm going to read, here are the books. These are nice. I'm going to read these books with my child, and then I'm going to supplement the book by doing these bite-sized activities. Is that the idea here? You don't know the answer to this question. I'm just giving you an insight to my brain. Beyond the box. So maybe scan here to unlock expert resources, articles, activities, and much more. So maybe when I'm done recording, I will scan that and I can write a couple notes about what that is. Okay, great. Fabulous. We've got bookmarks. Okay, great. So again, I'm guessing I'm sort of getting the hang of this. It looks like we've got these 3 bookmarks align with our 3 books. And I'm now getting the sense that I need to know what these books are. So let me just go into this first, and then I'm going to come back to this roadmap thing just to understand what I've got. Okay. It's a very impatient caterpillar. So the first thing that I'm noticing is this is awesome. These are hardcover, like high quality books. This is unusual for a subscription service or like a boxed like a regular thing that is sent to you. So we subscribe to the Imagination Library, the Dolly Parton Imagination Library books. Those are produced specifically for the Imagination Library, and they're very flimsy. They're like super cheap print, like flexible cover, very thin. You're never going to lose them in an instant. Like you're going to trample all over them. And it's great to be able to read the book, but they don't really last. What I'm noticing is like, oh, hey, these are really nice books. These are the same quality that I'd get from my library or that I might purchase. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can just tell right away, like, I think the kids are going to like this. And just so you know, I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old look like they would enjoy this. I also love the focus on patience. Learning to wait is something that my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old both really still need to work on. So I'm liking that emphasis as a social emotional skill. We like really, really need to double down on that. If kids ran the world, what I like about this is kind of ethics and morality and like being service oriented, being kind. Having a purpose in life is something that I'm really is important to me in terms of educating our kids. So I'm guessing that this book is about that. Oh yeah, see, people would take care of the planet and animals and plants. So I really love that we'll be talking a little bit about those messages in this book. That really appeals to me. So we've got again, I would say like social emotional focus around like service and kindness and empathy. Giraffes can't dance. I love the color, the way this one kind of really pops. Again, I think this is going to be really appealing to the kids. And again, just very impressed actually by like the quality of the book itself. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald. The animals all sneer. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Oh, so just as a side note, I am always very cautious about books, videos, anything that represent like behavior or language I don't want the kids using, because there have been studies done that kids actually don't do, especially in this age range, don't do a great job of differentiating what they should be mimicking in what they're learning through a video or through a book and what they shouldn't be. And so, like, as I look at this, giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Well, we have an animal calling another animal a name. My kids are going to pick up on this. And even though I'm assuming that at some point we're going to talk about how, yes, see, Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right. He thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. He've never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. And I know what they're trying to do is they're trying to say like, okay, you call somebody a silly fool, look, it makes somebody feel bad. But there's research showing that kids don't actually make that connection until older. So I'm cautious about this book because of that. Just a little aside. All right, let's look at the roadmap. Welcome to OK Ready. start reading the books. Okay. Hang this roadmap on the wall by your favorite reading spot. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry, the tape is paint friendly. Yes, but it's ugly, right? I don't really want this on my wall. It has, it looks like an advertisement. It doesn't look like a piece of art. I want to hang art on the wall, or I want to hang something like, I would hang like a nice ABCD, like a nice alphabet chart or something like that on the wall maybe. Or I would hang a handwriting guide or something along those lines, but I wouldn't hang this on the wall. I don't like the way this looks. But it is interesting that they've included sticky tape on the back. I don't really believe that that's going to be something that doesn't take my paint off the wall, though. Okay, place milestone stickers here once you've read each book. That's fun. I do like that. I like the idea of like tracking. This is something that our kids also have really enjoyed, this idea of like, oh, this sticker goes here. This sticker goes here. Look, we've done 3 out of, it looks like I only get 4 boxes. Is that right? Interesting. Out of 12 boxes total. Okay, so I'm supposed to start reading the books. If you're doing the most important part by just reading together. The book is curated to support key skills that will help your child succeed in school. So it is reassuring to me as a parent to hear, just by reading the book, like I don't necessarily have to do anything else, but just by reading the book, I'm helping. I'm doing something great for my kiddo. I will say I already knew that, so that's not news. And could the Imagination Library be already doing it for me? It's free, it shows up every month, etc. But I do like that each book is curated to support key skills that will help your child succeed in school. So that's more than the Imagination Library. That's like emphasizing something specific along the way. Okay, number 2, level up story time. Support learning with our expert design bookmarks, featuring skill-specific questions for each book. What did I do with the bookmarks? All right, great. So let's talk about Gerald, the giraffe. Okay, giraffes can't dance. Early literacy. Gerald the giraffe desperately wants to attend the jungle dance, but he's worried his lack of marvelous dance moves will keep him from joining the fun. We can all relate to you, Gerald. The skill rhyming. Rhyming words help kids tune into word sounds. Okay, so basically this is about rhyming. Fabulous. Words that end the same. Okay, this is what rhymes are. Okay, questions for conversation. Fabulous. Okay, so now we're drawing attention to the rhyming. Why do you think the author made the story rhyme? Do you think rhyming makes the story more fun? What do you think the other animals learned from seeing Gerald dance confidently? Okay, so here's the thing about discussion questions. Children get to the end of the book, and that is the signal that we're done with this activity. So one of 2 things happens when we get to the end of the book with the kids. Usually they will close it for me, or I will close it and we'll say the end, right? They don't want to talk about, typically, most of the time, they don't really want to talk about the book. They either want to read it again, so they've loved it so much that they're like, read it again, Mom, read it again, right? In which case we'll go back to the beginning and we'll read it again. Or they want to move on to the next book. And sometimes we don't even make it to the end of the book before they're like, hey, wait, now I want to read a different book, right? In which case I have to sit down. So it's not very likely that I'm going to get in these questions. We're not going to finish the book and then say, hey, hold on, let me find my questions for conversation bookmark. Or maybe, I don't know, I could stash it in here, perhaps. It's definitely not likely to happen at the end. What is slightly more likely to happen is that we'll have conversations about things that are happening in the book along the way. So it is really common for my kids and me to sit down and read a book, and they'll say, Mom, what is the giraffe doing? Right? And I'll say, oh, a good question. What is the giraffe doing? Well, this giraffe is bending in a most challenging manner. Like, do you think you could bend that way? Or what is this giraffe doing? He's in the sky. Can he fly? Right? They're going to be asking questions about the book. And then I could say, we would talk about that. Sometimes they'll ask questions about like the vocabulary. What does it mean to do what's a somersault? Right? And then I might talk about the word somersault, etc. It's possible that I could like weave these questions for conversation into that discussion that my child and I are having, but this would be more effective if it was child-led, not caregiver-led. So they could probably do a better service by anticipating some of the questions that children will have about the book, and then how the caregiver might respond to those, or how you could build on those questions with answers that are moving forward the skill that you're hoping to convey, as opposed to assuming that a child is going to be engaged by this line of questioning that the adult has. I've never had a child of mine ask about rhyming, right? Or the sounds of the words. And maybe that's the point. Like, we're supposed to be talking about those things and we don't. But it does make me suspicious that that's not going to engage the kids. So that's interesting. How are we doing on time?
16 minutes.
Oh, that's probably enough, right? Yeah, let me know if you want to know more. We can talk a little bit about each of these specific ones, feelings and friendships. Same kind of thing, like, what are some ways the book showed kids helping others? That's a good reading comprehension question. But again, I might be more interested in asking that along the way. It's not really clear from the bookmark how I'm supposed to have that conversation or when. Maybe that's okay. Maybe this is just like priming my brain as a parent. Like, think about these things as you read the book, and if I can remember them, I'll interject them as we read. So overall, love the quality of the books. I like that it's book-based. I love reading with the kids. That is something we do every day. We typically do it at bedtime. Sometimes we do it in the mornings on the weekends, and sometimes we do it when the kids need to calm down. So it is a good opportunity to kind of impart learning, because they don't see it as learning time, they see it as connection time. And it's great for me as a parent to read with the kids, because I also get a lot out of that. I feel very connected to them. I love books. I love reading. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun ways we can read books. Again, we can talk about the pictures. We can do different sounds or different voices and things like that to engage them. So I like that it's book-based. And yeah, I'm just a little bit skeptical about, again, some of the content, whether or not I will use these. Unless kids really, really, really love a book, it's not also that likely that I'm going to go, let's talk again about Gerald, and, let's do the book again, and this time we'll clap it out. We had such a fun time. Do you remember that time that we read Giraffes Can't Dance? Let's do dance and rhyme together. That seems a little bit silly for my kids. Maybe I'm just not silly enough. I don't know. I feel like they've got a lot of rhyming going on. Like a lot of our children's books rhyme. I don't know. I don't really believe as a parent, like, that I need to emphasize that more. Won't they just pick up on rhyming, like, by reading books that rhyme? Anyway, I don't know. That's my thought process behind that. All right. So I'm going to put these books on... how am I going to store this stuff? I'm going to put these books on their bookshelf, I think. Or maybe, what I'll do, I'll put them on the bookshelf in the living room here. Maybe I'll leave these bookmarks inside each one. Maybe I'll pick one to read with Carter and Lincoln tomorrow. So I guess maybe my skepticism was unfounded. Like, I'm stashing the bookmark in there. Maybe that's going to prompt me to ask the questions when I read with the kids. Maybe. Right? And my husband is filming this, so now he knows what's going on here. Maybe he can do the same thing. I can give him the speech. I mean, he's just now heard it, but so if he had not been filming me doing this, I would say, hey, I got this box. It's got these bookmarks in it. Check it out. See what you think. Honestly, that's probably all the information I would give to my co-parent. Okay, so I'm going to put those, actually, maybe I'll put them on the couch. And then the next time we want to sit on the couch to read, we'll grab one of these. And then I think what I'll do with this honestly, I'm going to throw away. I have a lot of stuff and a lot of paper. This is super cute. So how are we going to store this? I think what I'll do is fold this up. I have a bookshelf over here where I store some like learning materials. I'll pop it into the side. I'll like stash it. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, we've got like a bookshelf with like notebooks and stuff. This is all like early learning things for the kids. I'll stash it in there with the stickers. And maybe what I'll do with Carter is once we read the first book, I'll say, hey, you know, there's something really cool we can do with this book. This book has a sticker that goes with it. And now that we've read the book, let's put the sticker on the roadmap in the place where it goes. Kindness right there. And then, hey, Carter, look at this. This book belongs to you. Now, I can already tell you this is going to actually cause a huge problem because while I ordered it for Carter, I have other kids in the house. And we have this sort of general policy around like sharing our toys and our books. So if I put this sticker in the book, this book belongs to Carter, his brother and sister, well, his sister's too young, but his brother's going to get really annoyed, right? Because this book now just belongs to Carter. Like, why is it also not Lincoln's book? So we're probably not going to use these as cute as they are. I'd want more like family inclusion, or maybe this should say this book belongs to the Gravano family. Something like that. But then also like, well, then if I want to give the book away, now it's got this like very specific sticker in it. So I don't know, maybe just get rid of this and go with the stickers on the chart. I like to think about like, okay, what's gonna happen when we're done with this. I've got 3 kids, so we'll hang on to these for a while unless they don't like them. And then I won't hang on to them for a while. I'll donate them. If they really, really love them, then we'll hang on to them for a number of years, 5 or 6 years probably. And then at some point I'm going to purge all the little kid books and they're going to get donated to a charity either here in Gig Harbor or Goodwill. If I'm feeling really organized, I'll take them to like a secondhand book place. And then this is going to be a liability, so I probably won't use these name stickers. Okay, there we go. That's how I'm going to store it. Thank you.